the switch, now that they my life. As long as my dogs stay by.
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Chad Hutt, 60 Pittsburgh. It's a party now. It's a party now.
They'll run on first down. Penn, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a give right side. Penn. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 52. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Love. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check his mic. Go. General, West. Out.
On first down, Penn. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
61. That's right.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 41-yard line.
Ready.
Now a give right side. Penn. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go now. Cam Lobo. Watch the slant. 58 to Mike. 58. Go. 58 to Mike. Down to lose 1. 58 to Mike. Ready.
From the gun, Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Throwing on first down. Love. He's got Burton here. Touchdown, Chicago! Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Horrible. Coming after you. Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Right 54.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 5. Right there. 54. Right there.
A shotgun snap for Goff. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Peters up to make the tackle. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Approaching Smith. Shoot. Set, go.
On 2nd down now. Penn. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
On 3rd down, Love into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Walker able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
But it's still 3rd and long. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Check.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Bears 6, Rams 0.
180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Third and long. It's gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Recon, 132 fight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
High 7, let's go. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 25, check 25, check 25. Set hut. Ready.
Now a give right side. Penn. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Love. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Love. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down, it's Henderson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Bears on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Come on. Check, 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 check. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Begin. General, West. Orbit. 58, boy. 58, Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first and 10, Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight ends right. Everyone got 4 down. Tight dog. Value 3.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Rams.
Cut! 180! 54! All day! All day!
From the 50, it's gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Going up top. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Parker, the intended target. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
I got you. I got you. Shell. You draw portrait.
Here's Goff. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Goff. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Call. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check right 54, right 54. Stay with it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Goff throwing again. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that will put them on top here in the third.
14, Bears 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's go. Bandit. Bandit. Check, 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 check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Penn. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready. Check, check. 59, 59. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Ready, go.
Throwing on first down. Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Exit. Check 59. Go. It's 59. Mike to 59. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Carson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mike, 58, right there.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Now a give, right side. Penn. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Love steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Check, he's Mike. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school. 95 is Mike.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 for 1, 61, matchbox lights.
They run once more with Henderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 24.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Greystone travel. 2 up. Turbo's up.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Back now at Soldier Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
54, right there.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Penn, they find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Switch. Watch out.
They'll try the left side. Penn. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Set, ready. 6 orange. Squeeze double double. Charlie. Ready, go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike, check, 59.
To throw again. Love. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by David Long. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
180. Hey, come on now. Four now. Come. Pilot, 64, weak. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Watch the run.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, kill.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Like 20.
You got nothing. He's coming. Double up.
DC.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Maverick.
Watch the slant.
12.
Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Echo.
Hey. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Focus, defense, focus.
12.
Here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 yards on the play, first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Switch.
Hey, shell. 2 for 1.
Out of the gun, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line.
Value one. Hey, shoot. Value one.
Check 99.
Hey, 76. 76. Turbo's up.
Goff now looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run. Henderson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
58, right over there, yeah.
He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got it. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". 59.
Back to throw. He's got Burton here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The gain of 19 and picking up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a give, right side. Penn. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally.